Is Fani Willis' case against Trump about to get dismissed altogether? I told y'all it was going to be some foolishness that happens in this case. We're going to talk about it next on It's Coaching. Let's get it. Welcome back to another show on It's Culture Podcast. My name is Mark. Today we're going to be discussing the news coming out of Atlanta in regards to Fani Willis and her election interference case involving now the newly elected 47th president, Donald J. Trump. But before we get into that, you hit the like button, hit the share button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can get all the updates. As I say on all my shows, I thank everybody who keeps continuing to subscribe. We are over 6,000 subscribers, y'all. We're on our way to 7,000 actually. We're a little bit above 6,600 now. So keep hitting that subscribe button, keep hitting that share button, keep hitting that like button. Help me continue to grow the channel, and I continue to bring you good content. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. So let's get into it. You know, I've been covering what's been going on in Atlanta in regards to the Fani Willis case against Donald J. Trump. This is the election interference case from 2020. Yes, we are still dealing with a case that involved the 2020 election. A lot of the charges have been dismissed. We've seen over the last week, Special Prosecutor Jack Smith, he dismissed his federal case, but Trump still has this case in Georgia that Fulton County DA Fani Willis is in charge of. Rudy Giuliani and some other people have already been found guilty, and they are dealing with their issues in regards to this case. But as far as Donald Trump is concerned, he filed a motion a while ago to have Fani Willis removed from the case. Now, pardon me, y'all. He made sure that he filed this appeal to have her thrown off the case. What is this in regards to? Well, this is in regards to her having her boyfriend, quote unquote, former boyfriend, if you want to call it that, Nathan Wade, on the case as a special prosecutor. And they found that it was inappropriate because she hired him and they were actually in a relationship together. And it was a big conflict of interest. Y'all remember that? If you don't, I'll drop the link in the description so you all can go back and watch those videos when I go over this. But this case in particular, it went before the Court of Appeals. Now, the judge in this case, he's already thrown out a bunch of stuff already. He already made sure that Nathan Wade was taken off the case. It was either he had to go or Fani Willis had to recuse herself from the case. Well, Fani decided to recuse Nathan Wade and basically fired him. And then she got on the stand and testified about their relationship. She's infamous for her "I'm not on trial" statement, as well as going to churches in the local Atlanta area talking about this case. We went into this ad nauseum. Well, a new ruling has came down from the Court of Appeals, and we're going to take a look at that video real quick. This is being brought to you by the Atlanta Alive 11 News. So we're going to take a listen. Fair use, fair use, fair use.
It would have been a key step in moving the Fulton County criminal case against President-elect Donald Trump forward.
But oral arguments tied to the case were just canceled abruptly, at least for now. Investigative reporter Zach Merchant with our 11 Live political team joining us. So, Zach, what does this mean for the case going forward?
Yeah, it could mean a lot of things. This is all developing just in the last 60 minutes in a one-sentence order from the Georgia Court of Appeals. This is it. The Court of Appeals was set to hold oral arguments over whether Fulton County DA Fani Willis should be disqualified from her office's election interference case against President-elect Donald Trump. But this one-sentence order from the Court of Appeals at least postponed and may have canceled those oral arguments. Here's the background. Earlier this year, a trial court judge allowed Willis to remain on the case but disqualified former special prosecutor Nathan Wade following allegations of a conflict of interest after it was revealed the pair shared a romantic relationship. Defense attorneys appealed the ruling, arguing that Willis should have been disqualified as well from the case. Lawyers were set to argue the case before the Court of Appeals on December 5th, but today the justices canceled that hearing, at least for now, and they did not explain why. Two seasoned Atlanta attorneys I spoke with just in the last hour, they suggested this may be a result of Trump's recent election victory and a generally accepted view that prosecutors should not bring criminal cases against sitting presidents. But right now, that is just speculation. The future of this appeal, at least for now, is unclear.
Okay, so you see what just happened there. The election has caused this case to be put on the back burner. Obviously, with the Supreme Court's ruling that a sitting president cannot be prosecuted, kind of throws this case out to, 2028? Kind of similar to what Alvin Bragg is doing in Manhattan, him along with Letitia James. They keep saying that they're going to continue to prosecute, and they may just hold the sentencing for 4 years. Whoever knows. But this is kind of goes to what's going on with the Fulton County DA. All their cases seem to be getting either thrown out or somehow or another they're getting dismissed on appeal. I don't know what Fani is doing as far as her team, but this is completely, this is a mess. Literally, this case could have been open, closed, and short if she had not decided to hire her boo thing to be a special prosecutor. Trump is he's on video, well, actually on audio recording with the Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger, telling him to find 10,000 votes. Essentially telling him to steal the election, if that's what you want to call it. But for some reason, Fani Willis and her relationship came into question and threw this case out. Now, we've heard about prosecutorial misconduct in the past. This will kind of fall in line with that. I don't know what the Georgia Court of Appeals is going to do. Obviously, they basically shut this down, and they're not going to take any oral arguments. I don't know if they have already decided that they were going to rule on this, and they're just going to throw it out altogether. Who knows? But what we do know is right now, this case is on ice for the foreseeable future. So we're going to keep taking a look at this. Y'all let me know in the chat what y'all think. Y'all think this case is over with? I think it is. And until next time, Coaching Nation, let's keep it coaching.